we're definitely at that stage in the morning where you could just, your line of sight lowers by 6 inches, and you're like, yeah. Something's definitely happening to my body right now.
Sounds right to me.
Well, this is the end of it. Good talk.
I must be falling asleep. I must be falling asleep. That's the only explanation. No, my chair is failing. I'm falling.
I'm falling.
Am I going to hit the ground?
Am I good?
That was PAX Seattle for me this year.
Oh my god. I can't, literally the one time I don't go to a dub fight, I miss that.
Molly was on the
Oh, she did amazing. I just love that I got to take Andrew with me on that one. And it was like when it was happening, everything felt slow-mo, and then I watched the video and it just whoop.
It went so fast, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was sitting beside you guys too, and Andrew like reached his hands out, and I saw his hands and went, nope.
Wow! He actually reached out to you and you just like, long live the kingdom?
I did IRL? I didn't do this. I didn't go, no. But what I did is I saw him going, I'm like, I have to save them. And I realized that because when Ben went, I saw Ben going, I'm like, go for Ben, like try to save him. I saw him grab Andrew, and then as I started to see Andrew go, I'm like, no. Because if I grab Andrew, I'm next. Yeah, and I'll fall on the two of them because I'm not even beside them. I would be falling on top of them. And I'm like, I will make things worse. No!
Like, it would just go from like, from your perspective to the video, and then slow zoom out to an animated GIF on r/no, yes, no!
Yeah. So yeah, so I did that.
Oh,
that was my part of my non-involvement in what happened to you, Ben. I made no effort to save either of you.
I mean, it was a good experience. I'm glad I wasn't like the only person that weekend to fall off the stage.
And that was the other thing. When people told me like how many times people had fallen off that stage, and that none of the staff, whether con or enforcers, thought to put up a sign saying "Don't lean back."
So it wasn't a lean back. It was a very small
slid
stage.
off the edge.
Yeah,
like, that was the problem. Is that like I sat down, I went to go sit on a chair and noticed that one of the legs had already slid past the end. I'm like, oh, don't sit on that.
Yeah.
And so I pulled my chair forward to sit down. I'm like, that's better. And then when you went, it was like, oh, I know what happened.
Yeah, what it probably was because we had like the chairs leaned up, right? So it's like.
If everyone was sitting down, and then you get up and the back of your knees
just
push the chair just like a little bit back, right?
It only has to be one leg. It doesn't have to be both legs.
And then everything was, wheelhouse from there.
So what's funny is that, as a postscript to that, we went to Shucks the next weekend in Vancouver, and we were talking to the Paragons there. For people who are fans of Shut Up and Sit Down, they have a pair as their mascot, and so everybody is a Paragon when you're working at Shucks. Well, most Paragons are actually enforcers.
Yeah.
Turns out that there's a lot of crossover there. And when we got up on their stage is a lot lower, but is also massive. And we were like, this is a great stage. They're like, yeah, thanks to what happened at Late Night Dub Fight, we were able to convince them to install a larger stage.
Amazing!
And they're like, we don't know why they don't put, like, not a rail, but at least like a bumper line or something so the chairs don't slide off the edge. And I was like, oh, cool, I'm glad we could make that happen.
It turns out, just about enforcers also being shucked, it turns out that like every convention actively tries to recruit enforcers.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Like
Yeah.
RTX Guardians are mostly enforcers.
I guess if PA or if PAX has already trained your volunteers, then they're probably a fairly good thing.
Yeah.